Yo, what up? It's your boy Case One, Palm Springs, California. What day is it today? 20 something. 20 something of June. I'm just gonna vent a little bit and talk about how I'm feeling. Because I heard that talking about your feelings helps. I need to purge all this shit that's going on in my mind, man. Like, I just feel negative as fuck. I don't want to go to work. I'm in a bad mood in the morning. People piss me off. And I'm not like that, you know. I'm like a real easygoing, chill guy who just wants to keep everything copacetic, and I'm pretty friendly, you know. I've heard that I'm pretty standoffish, but I mean, I guess that's just my face, you know. That's just how I come off. That's not really how I am. I'm a down-to-earth, lovable guy. But I mean, when I'm in a mood, I'm in a mood, you know. It's in my face. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is a work of fiction, if you know what I mean. All right, I'm gonna be a little bit vulnerable right now. I think it's a little taboo for men to speak about how they're feeling because it's like nobody really gives a fuck about men, you know. That's just what it is. It's one thing I've learned. You know, women, they're born with beauty. They're born with value because they're beautiful. Men, if they're fortunate enough to be tall and handsome, that's all it takes, you know. I heard that, you know, height is the equivalent of boobs. You know what I'm saying? So girls see a tall guy and automatically they're like, yo, you know, just is what it is, you know. But you know, there's nothing you could do about that. I mean, they got surgeries nowadays, but you gotta break your legs and fucking. I ain't willing to do that shit. I'm on the shorter side, so I got a personality, you know what I'm saying? But it all fades. Looks fade. There's a lot of things I want to talk about, but it's kind of hard for me to like. I'm not the most talkative person. I'm not the best organizer, so I can't organize my thoughts and just lay it out and paint a pretty picture. So I've been meaning to work on that, you know. Like, you know, I get inspired by people who have that skill to just talk and have a point to what they're saying. You know, like, for example, one of the people I look up to is Dr. Jordan, Dr. Jordan Peterson. He's like, I don't know, man. That guy's a godsend, you know, especially in these times right now. You know, just the way he talks and the messages that he delivers, his brain is really on a different dimension. He sees things and he's able to articulate his thoughts, and he's well spoken, and it's beautiful to see. And you know, I want to have some of that. I want to be able to speak fluently and convey what I'm thinking without the and you know, just. But what I learned from him is that you need to read, you know, you need to be able to read, and you need to be able to write. You need to sharpen your mind. You need to have a big vocabulary. You need to have a long attention span. You got to study. But that's not promoted.
Want to see another video?
Yeah, you want to be in it? Come here.
No.
Come on. Come on.
I don't want to be in your video.
Why? I want you to be in my video.
Be there.
I love you.
You only love me when you want to love me. There's a lizard there. I'm good. Love you. Bye.
What happened? What were you going to tell me?
Nothing. Not important.
Okay.
Probably shut this.
Oh, thanks.
Lizard in the garage and things.
Okay. Well, I just got shut down. Just got shut down by my other half. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. He's one of my mentors, you know. I don't have any, I mean, you have people that you vicariously live through, and then you got mentors. And that shit, typically it costs money, like you gotta pay them, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's the cost, you know, you gotta pay for everything in this life. You know, I paid for my coach for bodybuilding, and I needed it. I mean, look at my results. Without him, I wouldn't have gotten this far physically, because he has the knowledge and I paid him for this knowledge. And this applies to every aspect of life. Like, if you're interested in business and you don't have anybody, you need to pay somebody to teach you the ropes. I'm a mechanic. I didn't know anything. I didn't have anybody to teach me this shit. So initially I would YouTube, I would ask questions to people, but I didn't have a father who was a mechanic, who was like, yo, son, do this, do that. This is how to change a tire. I learned all that shit on my own. And then eventually I went to school and I got taught all the theory in a span of a year, which was pretty much like boot camp. And I'm still processing that a decade later. And it's still tough. But at work, luckily, there's people who are always smarter than you that can help you, but you need to ask them or you need to pay. You know, in anything in life, you need a mentor. You can't do this shit on your own. This is why we're all here. Because we're stronger together. We can't survive on our own. We need people with different skills and attributes and knowledge and experience. We're an organism, ultimately. And it's crazy because nobody knows why we're here. Nobody knows our purpose here. We're just thrown into this world. And if you're lucky, you have somebody to guide you. But even after that person guides you, you still have more life to live. It's like you finish one chapter and then you go to the next chapter, and there's always going to be someone there, or for the most part, there's going to be somebody there, but you got to know how to seek them out. You got to know how to ask. You know what I'm saying? So what do you want to do? Because we're not all gifted in that aspect of like just going, just achieving. That's a fucking gift. Where everybody's gifted in a different avenue in life. But once you realize once you realize what you want to do, you need to seek out the people who have done it. You need to seek out the people who inspire you and learn what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it. And you need to emulate them and be like them. And then once you master that, then you become your version of that. And then once you acquire all that knowledge, now you're in the position to teach somebody below you, the student and the master. But ultimately, it's really up to us to figure out what we need to do or what we want to do and pursue that. Those little things that go on in your head, those little voices that you hear that are like, yo, I want to try that. Oh, that looks cool. Like, listen to them and pursue them. I think that is the voice of God. That is your calling. I think life is a test, like, are you going to fulfill your calling? Are you going to read the signs? Are you going to pursue it? Or are you just going to live a life of mediocrity and complacency? Or are you going to listen to that voice that says, hey, I want to be an architect. I think building stuff is cool. I want to be an automotive technician. That really intrigues me. You got to follow that shit. And I think that is success at the end of the day. I really do. Being able to do what you want to do. And if you're lucky enough, you can monetize off of that and make a living. Because if you don't invest in yourself and pursue your dream, then you're going to work for somebody else's dream. And you could end up miserable, you know? That's something I've learned in life. Shit, I just got kicked out of the garage. I gotta go open it. Well, anyways, I'm gonna shut this video down and I'm gonna start a new one. Cause I really wanna get comfortable on the camera. And I wanna be able to just freestyle my thoughts and articulate what I'm thinking. Peace.